Hello, this is Trevor Sheridan from AppleNApps.com, and now that Apple's released the official developer preview of OS X 10.8 Mountain Lion, we have a preview of how it looks running on our 2008 iMac. And this update continues what Lion was doing in adding a whole bunch of iOS features back to the Mac and just fully integrating the ecosystems so everything on your iPhone and iPad is consistent on your Mac. Now, as you can see, we have messages that we just showed, and now here are notes. And so there's also push notifications, and that's also integrated through a notification center. All of these things were added in iOS 5, and now they're going to be part of Mountain Lion. And they're going to be fully integrated to iCloud, so when you make a note on your iPhone, it's going to be available on your Mac. And it's already working in the developer preview. And this really replaces the need for Evernote or another third-party app, and that also is the same for reminders. As you can see here, we got a notification about a reminder, and then you tap on it or click on it, and it opens up your reminders, and it's the same reminders that you made on your iPhone, whether through Siri or just typing it in. And this makes you not need a to-do list with cloud syncing like Wunderlist or something. And Messages is now integrated into Mac. So iChat is gone, and now you just have a single Messages app for any chat services like AIM, as well as your iMessages for your iPhone and iPad. And now iPhone and iPad users can contact Mac users and vice versa. And now we got another notification right there for Mail. And for notification centers, it's really slickly integrated onto the Mac as you simply tap a single button in the notification center and opens up to the side. And then right there, just your menu bar, you access the notifications center rather than filling your whole screen or anything like that. The one aspect of Notification Center is that you can't leave it open and use your Mac. So you can open it, and then once you click back on to use some on your Mac, it hides away. It would be nice to be able to leave it open if you wanted to. Also included is Safari, and it's a brand new Safari as it now more resembles Google Chrome, and that the address bar and the search bar are integrated into one. And also Twitter is integrated right into the entire iOS or Mac OS X. They're really blended together. And so there's a simple button right in the toolbar allowing you to share any page you're on, and you can share it to Twitter, Messages, email, or your reading list. And also Reader is now more front and center, and Safari is really a whole lot cleaner and slicker, allowing for faster load times, still the features you'd want. The biggest thing to notice is that as Apple adds these new aspects, like here we're looking at Launchpad that came in line, now you can search right through Launchpad, and it's kind of like Spotlight on iOS, and then you can launch Game Center. So now games will be integrated, so your performance on Real Racing 2 will be continued over on the Mac as well as on your iPhone and iPad. And that also integrates with documents in the cloud to have your save syncs stored over, so it's the same game on cross-platforms. And it also lets games really tie into achievements and leaderboards on the Mac, which wasn't currently available for Mac App Store apps. System preferences have also been changed with new account choices as well as notification options. So you have the same choices for banners or alerts for your notifications or what to appear in Notification Center. And really every single aspect of iOS has come to the Mac, but they've been redone so you can have your notes and reminders open at the same time. You can have your messages, all these different windows running on your Mac at once. It's truly a Mac experience, and it feels like all these things started on the Mac. You know, they're not coming from the iOS. So that's a really interesting feature. As we just showed, there's the new AirPlay mirroring option up in the toolbar, and the 2008 iMac isn't currently compatible with AirPlay mirroring, but that might change in later betas, but it will be activated the same way. You simply go to the menu bar and tap on the familiar AirPlay mirroring icon, and then you send your Mac screen over to your TV through the Apple TV. And that also might change with Apple TV update potentially happening. And by summer, that really could be a big possibility with new Macs, Mountain Lion, new Apple TV. Apple has a really strong 2012 coming up. And Mountain Lion, it may not be the biggest upgrade, but the changes are definitely nice to see, and it really incorporates the entire Apple ecosystem into one. As you can see here, we're giving you an example of we just took a note right here on the iPad, and then it's going to pop up right on the Mac. And the same thing with reminders. This developer preview is pretty advanced, and it's fully integrated with iCloud to be working today. And also for iCloud, it's not available yet, but they're going to be more in-depth version of documents in the cloud, so we'll probably see new versions of Pages, Numbers, and Keynote to fully integrate on the iPhone and the iPad through the Mac, because right now with Lion, the current version of iWork does not sync up with iPhone and iPad. One specific Mac feature is called Gatekeeper, which allows you to choose where you can download new applications from. And by default, it's the Mac App Store as well as select sites. But you could open it up to everything or render it completely only Mac App Store. But overall, Mountain Lion is all about not combining iOS and Mac OS, but making a consistent experience so no matter which device you pick up, whether it's your MacBook Air, your iPhone, or your iPad, it's always the same things available on each device. So that's OS X 10.8 Mountain Lion preview from AppleNApps.com. Hope you enjoyed.